Today we are going to talk about 10 signs you're burnt out, not lazy. One of the major problems for many people who work hard and a lot is burnout. Burnout is a syndrome that causes people to experience extreme exhaustion, lack of motivation, distraction, and increased problems. Regarding both emotional and physical health, the issue is linked to major health implications. People who work long hours, have tough positions, or a conflict between what they have to do and the tools they have, as well as other challenges, are more likely to experience burnout than those who have emotionally taxing jobs like nurses and social workers. Sometimes when we are exhausted, we believe that we are being lazy and not working hard enough. So, as to help you determine whether you might be experiencing burnout, here is a guide. Before starting, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Number 1. You feel disconnected from everything. Depersonalization, also known as the continuous feeling of being separated from oneself, is one of the symptoms of burnout that you may be experiencing but not fully realizing or comprehending. Depersonalization is a strange emotional numbness and emptiness that people who are experiencing it, most frequently those who are dealing with trauma, dissociation or deadly, and substance abuse, describe as feeling like they are watching their life from outside of themselves or going through the motions of every day as if on autopilot. They don't feel like themselves anymore, they don't feel engaged by anything, and they constantly struggle with an overwhelming sense of helplessness and inability to take back control of their lives. Number 2. You used to be motivated. Now, if you were just naturally lazy, it would follow that you have always been lazy, perhaps with a few exceptional instances. After all, being lazy is a characteristic, and character traits typically don't change over time. A person who is lazy never feels like working hard or devoting oneself. However, if you were once very motivated and successful, frequently excelling in particular areas, and you've only recently started to feel worn out, apathetic, and unmotivated, it's more likely that you're experiencing burnout than laziness, as most people would assume. Number 3. You used to be passionate. Similar to the previous point, there is a clear distinction between someone who is burnt out and someone who is lazy in that the former once had interests or activities they were passionate about, but may not be able to do so any longer. Burnout can make it difficult for you to do the things you once loved or were enthusiastic about. Whether it be a talent, a sport, or just your overall academic or professional performance, you might even come to hate or resent it because of how much you overworked yourself and pushed yourself to the brink because of it. Number 4. You've become moody and irritable. Do you find yourself becoming irritable and snappy all of a sudden? Do you frequently experience mental instability these days but don't understand why? So moodiness and irritability are frequent but frequently disregarded symptoms of burnout. The opposite of this is true of lazy people who are frequently unfazed, calm, relaxed, and unaffected by events. Number 5. You've neglected your self-care. Sure, one could argue that the majority of lazy individuals rarely bother to take care of their physical, mental, or emotional well-being. They weren't always this way though, which is how they vary from people who are burnt out. In fact, neglecting self-care and socially retreating from others are two of the most unpleasant warning indicators that someone may be emotionally and physically exhausted. Number 6. You isolate yourself. Even if you may be an introvert, there may be a problem if you start to distance yourself from even your closest friends and family members. Isolation entails declining invitations to activities or settings you would like to attend or have previously loved. It's possible that you'll always feel too exhausted to interact with others or unwilling to leave your house. Number 7. You stop enjoying things that you used to enjoy. Another blatant indication of burnout is a loss of pleasure and delight. It entails giving up one's favorite foods, activities, and other pastimes. Everything seems meaningless, dull, or even irritating. It may appear to be a sudden or gradual transformation. Because we may assume that it is the objects that have lost their luster or quality, it can occasionally be more difficult to catch. However, it's crucial to take into account whether the experience is the result of internal or external forces. Number 8. You struggle with your work, even the easy parts. Given that burnout is frequently a result of job, you can find it challenging to complete your assignments on time. Perhaps you notice a significant decline in productivity or that tasks that formerly came naturally to you now require a lot of effort. Because burnout is linked to your experiences with your job, it can have a particularly notable impact on your working environment. Although some activities may become intolerable and others irritating, you'll undoubtedly notice a shift in how simple or difficult it is for you to complete your work. Number 9. Anger. Things that don't matter aggravate you. You can have road rage and get into a lot of fights with family, friends, and coworkers. Number 10. Illness. You get headaches, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or nausea before heading to work, all typical symptoms of anxiety. What do you think about our video? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you have any questions or suggestions, then feel free to mention them in the comment section and we will surely respond to your request. If you liked this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.